current running through water. DC current does the most damage. 5 milliamps in the water will render your muscles useless. That's why you don't swim in a marina. Because once you go in the water, you can't holler for help, you can't do anything. You will die. You're gonna die.
Doing?
Good to see you, buddy.
Excited?
I am, man. We're psyched.
So you were doing it in the winter too that time?
Yeah. He can help himself.
One thing, this is a foreign boat, and I'm not trying to redesign your boat, but not everything in here is coming out to ABYC regulations. The final analysis is, do you feel safe with it? And is the insurance company going to buy into it? If they make it on their letter that this is one of the things you have to change, you're going to have to change it. And I understand you're going to use this as a liveaboard?
Yes.
Okay. So with that being said, what I want to do is try to gear you towards liveaboards. We're going to start off with your batteries. You have 2 batteries. They look like Series 24s from what I can actually see. So we'll start off with that. You have 2 of them. All right. We're going to look at the cells. There's 6 cells to a battery, to a 12-volt battery. So each one of those cells is worth 2.2 volts times 6. Battery charger lives right over here. The battery charger will shut off at 13.6. If it's an old one, it's 13.8. If we're using AGM, and you can actually change the setting on this battery, it's going to be 14.2 volts. That's what we're going to be charging at. That's what you have to set it at. All right. Now we're going to look at the battery charger to the battery, and the ground cable goes from the battery to where? Okay, the battery cable goes from where to where? The ground cable.
The ground cable.
Where does it go to?
I don't know, but on your diagram it looks like it goes
to the boat, to the outside of the boat.
No. This is the engine right here. The engine is what we call vessels earth ground. The correct answer would be to vessels earth ground.
The boat does not have a bonding system.
Okay, good to know.
For to bond or not to bond, for that would be the question.
Okay.
I was concerned about the engine is old and
The engine looks pretty good. I don't see any oil leaks here. Though we do have some oil down there, right where the build pump is. Oil and water. That could be just from changing or working on it. But I don't see anything leaking out of the engine. Sounds tight. We'll go out in the sea trial and find out what we actually have. Injectors, what you need to do is, and nobody ever tells you to do this, but they should be pulled and recalibrated and cleaned. I highly suggest you do that before you go on your trip. Alright, and they come off. Are you mechanically inclined?
No, but we can learn it. We both can learn.
Alright, what you're going to do is you're going to take this off here first. Take these bolts out here and take this off right here. Alright? You're going to pull the injectors out. We're going to have them cleaned and recalibrated.
We'll have to figure out how to do it. Gotcha.
Alright? There's a place in Glasgow, Delaware, right up where I live. It'll be fairly close to you. But I'm getting good temperature readings here all around the engine. On the downpipe, you should be able to put your hand on the downpipe right there. If you can't put your hand on that, you got heating issues. You should not pump the water.
Okay.
So that's well within our realm of acceptable. This is your intake. There's no backup boards on the seat top.
Now that's out. But when you say that down pipe, is that
It's off.
okay?
Leaking. We talked about replacing them already. Alright, and then we're going to put a backup board on the through-hole fitting, unless you get the flange through-hole fittings. I'll go over that with you later.
Okay.
This right here, this isn't too bad. It's not worn thin. So what you're going to do, you always do this when the boat's out of the water. Do as I say, not as I do. And what we want to do is take this retaining ring off. So you take your buck knife. You do have a buck knife, right?
Yeah, I do.
And you just lift it like so. Now, what I'm going to do is roll this off like so. And we don't want this hitting the deck, because I'll tell you what it does. It plops in the water. And then we're done. We're going to very carefully lift this off and make sure nothing goes with it. Like so.
Okay, all right.
Now we can see how dry these bearings are. Extremely dry. So we want to take white lithium grease or Teflon grease and grease these winches up. Now, the next thing we want to look at is these little levers. You should get a pack of these springs and have a pack of these springs in the chart table just in case they break, because if it breaks, it kind of stops the winch from ratcheting. Not good.
Wow, that's
And you will put a little bit of grease on there and compress this like so, and slide it right back down in here, down like so, and press it like so. So that works. But you can see there's no grease on here whatsoever. They've never been greased. I want you to pull this and rebed this with polysulfide. This is the polysulfide the manufacturer used, and there's no elasticity to it whatsoever. So that means water would be leaking into the core inside here. Okay, we haven't even sounded the decks yet, so we don't know anything about that at this point. So what we want to do is slip this down over, compress these, and put them in just like that, so we can just check it to make sure it's working. Okay, and that's a dry winch. Take our cover, like so, place on there like so. Open this up just like it is, and walk it right around. I usually like to stick my finger in the middle there so it just can't spring off on me and pop into the water. That's how you lubricate a winch. Yeah, we got about 40% moisture there.
Hi everyone. Well, we're just finished our sea trial.